Timing is everything, and nowhere is that more true than in escrow, where progress often feels like a mix of controlled chaos and mysterious silence. This episode, we're pulling back the curtain on escrow so you know exactly what's happening, what's not happening, and how to stay ahead of it all.
You are now listening to Search to Sold with Matthew M.G. Garcia.
Escrow time. Hurry up and wait. Welcome to Escrow, the waiting room of real estate. Escrow is this weird in-between space. Your home is technically sold, but not quite yours or theirs yet. It's like an airport layover of real estate. Important, sometimes delayed, and filled with paperwork that you don't want to read, but you have to. This is when all the behind-the-scenes processes begin. Inspections, appraisals, title checks. And it's when I stay in close contact with all parties so you don't get stuck refreshing your email every 10 minutes wondering what the heck is going on. Inspections, the buyer's treasure hunt. This is when the buyer sends in the experts. General home inspectors, roof, termite, sewer, HVAC, you name it. Their job is to uncover every squeaky floorboard and loose tile, and yes, they're going to find something, okay? Just expect them to find something. That's going to be normal. My role is to manage those findings with perspective and strategy because not every issue needs a major fix, and not every repair request deserves a yes. If it matters, if it's big, if it's important, we're going to have a conversation about it. If it's noise, I'm going to try to limit that noise as best as possible. Appraisal, the value verdict. If your buyer is financing, the lender is going to send an appraiser to make sure the home's value justifies the loan. It's their way of double checking the price before they hand over six figures. You know what I mean? If the appraisal matches or exceeds the offer, great. We can move forward. If it comes in low, that's when some renegotiation is probably going to have to take place. I'll be ready with comps, and strategy, and options for you. This part isn't personal. It's just math, okay? And I can handle the calculator. Contingencies, the escape clauses. Contingencies are the buyer's safety nets, built-in conditions that must be cleared for the deal to continue. Think loan approval, satisfactory inspections, and appraisal results. Those are going to be your big three. Until those are removed in writing, the buyer has an out. My job is to track each contingency deadline, make sure the buyer stays on schedule, and keeps you protected if something starts to slip. Timing here matters. It's very crucial. And I stay on top of these things. And every good agent is going to stay on top of these things. And not only that, they're going to have a system to stay on top of these things. Okay? So you don't have to. Paperwork. The endless trail. Disclosures, reports, amendments, addenda. Welcome to the paper parade. This isn't the most glamorous part of the process, but it's one of the most critical. I'll guide you through, or whatever agent you're working with, a good agent, I should say, will guide you through what needs to be completed, signed, and reviewed at each stage. Missed paperwork causes delays. So one of the biggest roles of the agent is to keep everything organized, prompt, and never to keep their clients wondering. If you're ever wondering what's going on, that means your agent is not communicating as well as they should be. Let's just say that. Closing, the final countdown. Once all conditions are met, inspections wrapped, contingencies removed, paperwork completed, we move to the final stage, closing. That's when funds are wired, documents are signed, and property legally changes hands. You'll hand over the keys, and yes, that means the garage clicker and a smart home code or two, and we'll make sure nothing slips through the cracks. At that point, you're done. Deep breath, you sold your home, and you did it the right way. So that, in a nutshell, is the escrow process. But we're not done. In our final episode, we're tying it all together. We're talking closing day. Closing day might feel like the victory lap, but there's still a few hurdles to clear. paperwork, walkthroughs, and yes, officially handing over the keys. I'll walk you through how to wrap this up without stress, surprises, or last-minute chaos.